Hi and welcome back to my channel, you gorgeous people out there. If you have never seen my face before, hi, I'm Becky. It's nice to meet you and I hope you'll stick around for a while and enjoy my video. Today I'm gonna make it real quick, the intro, because today we're gonna visit the world's biggest pet store, which is called Sozayak, and I'm super excited. It has over 250,000 animals. It is in Duisburg, Germany. It is 130,000 square feet big. It is like an airport terminal from what I've heard, and I'm super excited to go there. Today is my birthday vlog because this is why I look so ratchet. I'm honestly still wearing the makeup from last night because we just went to bed 2 hours ago and we're all a bit over it. And whew, I gotta tell you, I'm so exhausted, but I'm so excited too. I really don't want to miss out on this, and I hope y'all are gonna enjoy this vlog. And yeah, we're just gonna dive right in and I'm going to bring you along, and I'll see you again once we arrived at Sozayak, the world's biggest pet store. And we're here. This is the world's biggest pet store. This is when we walked in. It was really nice because Norbert, the owner of the store, actually opened up the doors in the morning and let us all in. And here you can see him rearranging the signs, and I'm going to pop up his YouTube channel right here. To get to the Aquaristic, you're gonna have to walk through a part of the dog section first. And I honestly have no idea what these chicks did in the dog section, but there were cute little chicks. Then the first thing you come across when walking into the Aquaristic room is a few caimans, and there are these tiny baby ones, and then on the other side I think are juvenile ones. Super sweet, seriously. I'm just gonna show you around. I'm not gonna be able to name every single animal that I see in the store, but I can just say they were super interesting. One thing I'm really sorry for, I know this voiceover Becky is kind of annoying, but I wasn't able to tell you everything in the store because it was so loud in there. I actually tried, but when I rewatched the footage, I realized that you couldn't understand barely anything I was saying. Then at the right when you walked into the Aquaristic, there were those amazing lizards. There were turtles. Since we arrived so early, we got to see this cute gray iguana having breakfast, and he was so adorable. Just look at him. And then I was trying to tell y'all, these monitor lizards are ones that are one of my absolute dream reptile one day. If I have enough money and maybe a big apartment or a house, I would love to own one of these. And the other ones right here, I don't remember what reptiles these were, but I was trying to tell y'all that they look like real life dinosaurs. Aren't they so cute? Oh my goodness. Once we were done watching those lizards, we realized that there was a little commotion around the center area of the Aquaristic part. There were the sloths, and apparently you were able to book the sloth feeding, which we didn't do, but we saw a lot of different people feeding the sloths, and the sloths were really picky, I gotta say. They didn't take everything they gave them, and they waited for whatever they wanted, or they just took it out of the bucket themselves, but it was so cute. Now I'm just gonna show you the area that I skipped through while running up to the sloth area. There was this tiny little cute snake. If it would wrap around your finger, it would probably be the size of a ring. It was really cute, and all kinds of different lizards, and yeah, there was like this entire shelf of different bug enclosures, which is also really interesting. And then we come to one of my favorite reptile again, and these are the Fijis, and I was so shocked to see that one of the Fijis literally just ate the decoration. I mean, it was a real bush, so don't worry, but he just started eating the bush in the enclosure. That was hilarious. And I'm bringing you along with me again. There were cute little water turtles, and look at her, she's showing off. And then we're coming to one of my favorite things, one of the pets that I really want in the future, which is definitely going to be in my future, the axolotls. I was so impressed by them. They had a lot of half-grown ones, not babies, juvenile ones, and I love them so much. They had those black ones and they had the really light pink ones. They were so beautiful. And then I saw another gecko, which I've never seen before, this type of gecko. And then we moved on to the chameleons, and I am obsessed with chameleons. I always wanted a chameleon, but I don't think I will ever own one because I'm just too scared of owning a chameleon, because I know they are really complicated and I want it to have the best life ever. And I don't know if I could provide that for a chameleon because, yeah, they are really hard to keep alive. And they interacted with me, which was the cutest thing ever. I mean, just look at that. Would you just look at that? Look how cute they're trying to hold my finger. Isn't that adorable? Oh my goodness. I love them so much. I wish I could have taken them with me, but again, this is one of the pets that I love but will probably never own unless I gain a lot more experience and knowledge and probably a lot more money too. Underneath the chameleons, or in the same shelf, there were like these stick insects. I don't know if that's the right name. A gecko and some other animals, but mainly other insects. And snails too. And then there were those huge snakes and another monitor lizard, and he was so pretty. We went in the morning, so a lot of animals still slept, like these three, but I went to the terroristic section again in the afternoon, and then I saw them awake, and that was really nice to look at too, so I'm gonna blend that in here. Here are the most venomous lizards in the world, the Gila monster, awake and asleep, because again, we were there in the morning and in the afternoon. And yeah, here you can see a lot of other lizards. Oh, I'm just obsessed with lizards. I'm so sorry. The terroristic section in this video is going to be the biggest part of the video because I am obsessed with terroristic, with reptiles and amphibians. So I'm sorry in advance, but look how beautiful all of these snakes and animals in general are. Oh, I love them. Here there was a huge ant family, like there was a huge ant place and they were like surrounded by water so they couldn't escape. And then we got to the turtle section. And here there were super tiny geckos, and first I thought they were just worms. And then we got into the bearded dragon section, which is also a reptile I have always loved and am obsessed with. And they had a lot of different ones. They had a lot of baby ones, but also those super big adult ones. They were all really adorable. And another reptile that I am obsessed with is the leopard gecko. Then they had a huge New Caledonian giant gecko, which in the wild eats the crested geckos that I own, so they are super large. Mainly the sections were organized, but sometimes, you know, there were just random animals in there that you didn't expect in this section. For example, here there was a scorpion. I'm just gonna show you all of the enclosures there because I can't show you every single animal. Here they had dart frogs and tiny geckos, which reminded me of my morning geckos, but the geckos there were actually blue, but really cute, same shape, same size as my morning geckos. And they had the typical day geckos, as well as one crested gecko from what I've seen. Here you can see him in the leaf, crawled up and sleeping. It's still a baby, it's way smaller than mine because he's not an adult yet. And those frogs that I just showed you, oh my goodness, I love them so much. They look so amazing. I've never seen frogs like those. And obviously, all the tarantulas and an entire spider section. Then they also had those incredibly large snakes and those super cute small ones. They just had such a huge variety of animals. I am still obsessed. And then we got to the Aquaristic, and they had piranhas and all kinds of different fish. But the Aquaristic was so big that I wasn't able to show you everything. I just walked through and tried to film as much as I could, but I don't know much about Aquaristics, so I didn't try to tell you much about it. Here you can just enjoy the view of all the Aquaristics, the fish as well as anemonias and everything. It was beautiful. Just look at all those Nemos, Dories. They had all kinds of cute fish, as well as sea stars. And also seahorses, as you can see here. And yeah, they had really interesting fish and jellyfish too. And also the most amazing aquariums. And here you can see this one animal that really interested me and the other fish right above. After the Aquaristic, we got right to the dog and bird section. We bought some toys for my doggy, and the dog section is probably the highlight for most of the kids, for most of the visitors there, because they usually have a lot of puppies, as you can see here, different kinds of puppies, and they are so cute, and you can buy them there and you can watch them and you can see how the doggies are cuddling. And also you can watch the workers there cuddling with the dogs, playing with them and everything. Super cute. And in that section there was also a lot of cat stuff, cat trees, cat scratching toys and everything. Everything you would need for a dog, a cat or a bird. They really do have such an amazing variety to make all of your pets happy. Once you pass the dog section, you get to the huge bird enclosures, and that is really interesting too. But also nothing I know much about, but they had so many colorful birds. Parrots as well as toucans and really interesting birds, and these were the big kind of birds. also had smaller birds in smaller enclosures. It was really interesting. After the dog and bird section, I decided to go to the outside area because I was really hot and I obviously had a hangover, so I was a little exhausted and I wanted to catch a breath and get some air. And boy, I didn't expect that. There were like all those kinds of beautiful birds that were just roaming around free. Geese, chickens. There were many peacocks, normal ones as well as albino ones, white ones, and they decided to show off right when I walked outside. It was such a spectacular show of them, and yeah, it was really interesting to see them. I love that. And besides the birds, there were all kinds of outside fish for your pond or lake, which I also don't know much about, as I said, the aquaristics, but I tried to film a little bit of them for you, and that was the outside area. Last but not least, it was time to get to the small mammals, meaning bunnies, monkeys, cats, hamsters, guinea pigs, all of those kind of animals. That's what I thought at first. But they also had this beautiful kind of squirrel. At first, because it jumped around from afar, I thought it was a monkey. But then I got closer and I was like, what is this? Is that a squirrel? That looks like some kind of squirrel. And turned out it was an Asian squirrel, and it was so beautiful, and I was so confused why I was there. I was like, you can keep this as a pet? Like, who keeps a pet squirrel, you know? And there they also had chipmunks, which were so adorable. I haven't seen chipmunks in a very long time. And they had those beautiful minks, and don't mind him, he's not taking a poo right now. Nobody saw that. But look how cute they are. And then he disappeared in this huge tube, and there's another one in there, probably sleeping. And then they had those tiny cute monkeys over there, as well as loads of other animals like cats, rats, mice, chinchillas, all kinds of rodents you can think of. I really enjoyed watching all of them, and I really have to say they had really nice enclosures too, so. Look at the rats, the way they were cuddling. Oh my goodness. And you were really able to find loads of beautiful animals as well as animal supplies right there. It was amazing. And let's not ignore the fact that the cats over there had like a huge room, looking like a living room for themselves. It was really cute. They even had prairie dogs, as you can see right here. That was something I was really fascinated by. They were so sweet. And look at this one, munching on a salad. Yep, and that was the last section with small mammals. And on the way out in the dog section, actually, there were these huge, beautiful, wonderful aura parrots, and one of them was actually named Becky, which I found really hilarious. And as a nice end to the video, I want to show you how beautiful it looked throughout the day when the sloths just climbed right above your head. Look at how fancy this was. I felt so special with this sloth above my head. Alright, so that's it. We're leaving now, and I actually bought some stuff for my geckos. I bought this beautiful plant and a lot of other plants, an orchid, and all these cute flowers. One thing I couldn't show you earlier when we walked in were these many food stands in front of the world's biggest pet store because they weren't opened yet. But this looks like an entire fair. Isn't that cool? Alright y'all, so that was my birthday vlog. That was my parents and I visiting the world's biggest pet store. And I'm super happy with it. I was super impressed. It was so beautiful. I myself was tempted to like bring home a few more pets, especially an axolotl. I wanted an axolotl for a really long time now, and one day I will get one, but today was just not the day. Please don't come for me. I mean, I know my makeup looks so bad. It's literally been on for almost exactly 48 hours probably. I don't know. Everybody's makeup is going to look crap once it's been on for this long, so excuse this situation going on. And visiting the world's biggest pet store was also not the easiest thing to do, especially after partying into my birthday. We left the house at 5 a.m. and we came back at 9 p.m. because we had to drive around 4 hours there, almost 7 hours back though, because we got in really bad traffic because there was a horrible accident on the highway that we were on and everything. So it was really stressful for my parents and I, but it was definitely worth it. And even my doggy enjoyed it. It was so cute. I'm really proud to say that the world's biggest pet store is in Germany and not somewhere in America or something. So that was really cool to find out and see. That's really everything I can say. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Hope you all enjoyed me and my parents visiting the world's biggest pet store and my birthday vlog. And I want you to have a great rest of your day and week. And I'll see you next Sunday. Bye!